Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special video out of a lot of requests for a lot of months where I'm going to be sharing my huge brush collection. Trust me, you don't need to have so much. I always end up buying too much. But I'm going to show you some options of brushes that will make your life easy. Some foundation brushes, some concealer brushes, eye brushes, lip brushes, everything. And then when you see my videos, you'll see I always label the brushes under my post when I'm using them, and it'll kind of make sense to you. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with some of my favorite foundation brushes. So one option is the Pack 252. This is a large brush. It kind of covers a larger area of the face. It's reasonably priced. I don't remember the prices exactly, but what you can do is you can go into Google and just type Pack 252 and see where it's available and give it a shot. Another one that I really like for foundations is the Pack 281. This brush, I need to clean it because I just used it. This really blends the foundation very well and gets into corners as well. Again, it depends on your face, your convenience. I'm giving you options. You can buy a couple of them or one of them, but they will work. So this is the Pack 281. These two are also my favorites. These are both from Smashbox. One is just a foundation brush and the other one's called a foundation blurring brush. I have bought these ages ago, but these are really good. If you just type in Smashbox foundation brushes, you will get these. This is again a very smooth brush for foundation. It's a little angled, so it goes into the corners. This one is by Too Faced. It's called the Mr. Perfect. So now I'm going to show you some of my favorite concealer brushes for your under eye, for the parts that it's required, and these, if you just dab them in, they blend in beautifully. So the first one I'm showing you, this is by Nykaa. I need to read. This is a concealer brush by Nykaa. It's just called the Nykaa concealer brush. This is also very good. This is the Pack 219. This is the concealer brush I use the most. This is again a very good concealer brush. It's by Pat McGrath Labs. And it's beautifully angled where it can actually get into the corners where you miss. And if you don't want to use your finger, this brush is perfect. This one is by Huda Beauty. This is the Face Conceal and Blend brush. It's got one angle side which is small, again gets into the corners, and a very small side as well for blending. This is also very good. This is the Huda Beauty Face Conceal and Blend brush. This is the last concealer brush. This is again by Smashbox. It's called the Blurring Concealer Brush by Smashbox. This is also very good. This is the Blurring Concealer Brush by Smashbox. Now I'm going to show you some nice contour brushes. This one is by Sigma. It's called the Soft Angle Contour. This is a very nice brush, and a soft brush always makes your blending more soft, as in there's no harsh lines, and because of the angle you can make it a harsh line if you want to, or you can blend it in beautifully. So this is the Sigma Soft Angle Contour F23. This is a contour brush by Sigma F23 Soft Angle Contour. Sorry about the change of light. The sun has set. My dogs needed me and they were being really noisy. I've taken care of them, but they're going to be here back asking for dinner soon. So let's get this over with. So these are my two favorite powder brushes. These are the two powder brushes I like. This is by Vega and this one is by Body Shop. Now let's get into eye brushes. That's a lot, but I will shorten the list for you and give you some choices. You choose your eye brush based on the shape of your eyes. If it's a thin smudge brush, then it's good for small eyes. If it's a thick brush, it's good for larger eyes. Again, it's about the look that you really want. So what we'll do is, first I'll show you eyeshadow brushes, which is for the upper eyelid. So I always prefer something which is a little flat. I'm sorry, I've used this one, so it's still not clean. These are actually two of the same brushes. This is the Pack 341. Pack 341. Both are the same. I've kept it for dark colors, one I've kept it for pale colors, and it sticks the eyeshadow really, really well. These are again two more eyeshadow brushes that I really like for my upper eyelid. This one is the MAC 213 and this one is the eyeshadow by Faces. For my upper eyelid, one is this, the MAC 213 and the eyeshadow by Faces. So these are 7 of my favorite brushes for the crease line or for the socket. So basically, you know, when you blend the transition color, you can just put it here. Now, the softer the brush, the softer the blend. The harder the brush or the thinner the brush, that would make your socket or your contour lining more sharp. So let's go in order. This is the Pack 217. This is for my crease line, for a soft look. This is the Pack 217. Then another one of my favorites is, this is from Sephora. This is called the Pro Tapered Crease. It's in number 19. This is again for a crease line or the socket. This one is called Sigma Diffused Crease, which is E38. E38 by Sigma. Again, great for the crease line. This is one of my favorite brushes. It is the 04 eyeshadow blending brush by Plum or Pium. I'm not sure, I'm going to write it down. This is a soft brush. There's still some product on it. And this again kind of, oh, I was doing that on my specs. You can just put this in your socket like this and it really becomes soft. So this is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorite brushes for cutting crease or for cut crease, whatever you like to call it, is the Pack 204. This is also a very good one. This is by Sigma. It's called the E25 blending brush. I use this a lot. I can use it on my upper eyelid as well as go into the crease and create a soft line. This is the 09 crease brush by Sephora. Again, a very good brush for the crease line. So these brushes are complete game changers. These are all different kinds of smudge brushes. Let me show them to you one by one. These are all my favorites. Okay, so let's start with the color bar one. This is the color bar. I will mention it. It just says color bar. This is a very good smudge brush. This is a nice shape where you can have a thin smudge or a thicker smudge. Again, this is another flat color bar smudge brush. These are very easily available. This is another flat smudge brush from Sephora. What you do is you follow the shapes of the brush. If you can't get exactly the ones I'm mentioning, when you see the shape, you can actually observe and buy it. And then when you see my videos, it will become easier. This is a discontinued MAC smudge brush. Bought a long time ago, another flat one. This is the Pack 208. Again, beautifully smudges the kohl or eyeshadows. It's a thickish pencil brush. pack 208. These are pencil brushes. One is by Morphe. It's the M431. And this is how it looks. This is the MAC 219 pencil brush. This is a very basic pencil brush. Again, you get them in different brands. I'm just showing you the shape. Get the one that you want. This is a beautiful smoky eye brush by Smashbox. It is called the smoky eye brush, and it again blends the kohl or the eyeshadow beautifully, and especially when it comes to smudging. This is the flat eye smudger by Calabar. This unfortunately has been discontinued, but I still have it. But they do have the other orange one which is very similar. That's from Calabar as well, so you can get that. And last but not the least, the pack 345. This is a very thick smudge brush, especially if you want to blend out your browns and your kohl in a thick manner. You can also make it a crease brush, and that would give you a very precise lining. With which I like to make thinner lines. It could be on my lower lash line, it could be on my upper lash line, wherever. Let me just show you these shapes. Okay, so these are great for lining your eyes or smudging out lines. See the shape? One is by ProArt. It is the PE27, and the other one is very easily available. Here, if you see the shape, it's the pack 078. So these 5 are my favorite contour brushes. You can also do it with a sponge, but these are my favorites, so let me tell you about them. This is by Profusion. This is for a sharp contour. This is the F23 Angle Contour by Sigma. Again, very good for contouring. This is the Vega contour brush. This also works very, very well. This one is the angled brush from MAC. I think it's discontinued, but you can check. See the shape? I've had it for so long that the number is gone. It's kind of come off, but it works just fine. Now these two brushes are actually powder brushes, which is a pack 245, which is the thinner one, and the pack 261, which is the thicker one. This is when I want an absolute soft contour without any harsh lines at all. These two are my go-to brushes for that. Blush on. Now I prefer blush on brushes which are not too thick. I prefer them to be a little compact, so that I can decide exactly where I want to place it. These two are my favorite. This one is the pack 303. PAC pack 303, and this one is a similar shaped MAC brush. Again, the color is gone, but you can see the shape. These two are my favorite, but when it comes to cream blush, you will see me use the most. This is the Smashbox Cream Cheek brush, which I couldn't pronounce before. This blends in the cream blushes really, really well, but I also like dabbing it in with my finger. Now, I rarely use a lip brush unless I really want to have a very neat outlining and I have the time. It's actually an eye brush. I don't know if it's still available. And it's a flat brush. So I find it very convenient to line my lips with it. But honestly, as long as you have a good flat lip brush, it doesn't matter what the brand is. And last but not the least, a nice fluffy highlighter brush. This is by ProArt PF10. You get a similar one from PAC. This is mainly the one that I use, but go with this shape and get yourself a highlighter brush. So these are my favorite brushes that I use at a regular basis. I hope it's easier for you to buy or follow the shapes and know what brush to buy for what product. Now when you see the videos that I've posted or the ones I post in the future, you'll understand when I'm using which brush. And thank you for watching my channel and encouraging me so much. I'm hoping that this less makeup and easy makeup journey that I'm on is something a lot of you can join me with. Do subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell button, right? Click on the bell sounds like a door. And do follow my Facebook page, Makeover Madness. I'll see you soon again with a much more helpful video. Take care. And they are hungry, so I need to go. I'm coming.